Hello. Okay, mic's on now, I think. Sorry, I'm just having a little trouble here. Okay, can everybody hear me? There's also no desktop audio. Let me fix that. Give me a moment here. Okay. There we go. Just something, whatever, in the back. All right. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jacob Brown, Igor, Kipsu. Yes, this is real. Or Yegor, excuse me. Wake the fuck up, CHG. New DLC is in town. I've heard, yeah, but it's, it's Italy, whatever. Yo, who plays vanilla? Nobody plays vanilla except me, if they send me a free one. But hi, everybody. Long time no see. Sorry I've been away so long. Just been outrageously busy with one thing or another. I'm genuinely not sure how long it's been since I've streamed, and I don't want to check because I will just make myself upset. But I thought I would just kind of mess around for maybe an hour here in Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Yeah, just generally catch people up. Yeah, in terms of wellness checks, so I don't remember how long it's been, but let's see. God, my August was crazy. It was so crazy. It only ended like 2 days ago. But basically, just to catch y'all up with me, the school semester has started again, so I'm back in classes. I'm taking an extra heavy load this semester. I also started a new job, which is a mostly online thing. So the pros and cons of that are I don't have to commute to work. The cons are that my work doesn't end at 5. I gotta often work on stuff at night. And so there's homework. There's also been a series of family events that have been going on. Yeah, there's been like a family event every 2 weeks since the end of July. So there's been a death, there's been a birth, there's been other stuff, there's been celebrations. Yeah, so I've just been super duper busy, and whenever I do find that I have some time to do something that's not school or work, I've been doing stuff with my in real life friends, and I ended up falling out of the habit of doing streaming stuff. I'm gonna actually put out something in the community tab. I'm gonna try to remember to do it tonight or the next day, but the long and the short of it is I'm actually going to ask people who are Patreons or YouTube members to basically, if they want to cancel it. I'm going to try to finish up the membership only stream I've been doing. It's a New World Order one in Hearts of Iron 4. But after that, I'm just going to put out an announcement saying, look, you guys can become members if you want to support me. I'm not going to be guaranteeing membership streams anymore. I'm not really going to be guaranteeing much of any sort of schedule, at least for the rest of the semester. It's just going to be way, way too crazy. In fact, the only reason that I know I have time tonight is because I've been working on my work stuff, and there's like 3 things I gotta do that I need my boss to first do something, and until he does it, until he gets back to me about that stuff, I literally don't have anything to do. Because it's like, I need you to tell me certain things, I need you to give me certain information, or I can't start. And he's gotten a hold of me and said like he's gonna try to get it to me when he can, but he hasn't yet, so had a little bit of time. Tedibrification, great to see you. Yeah, finally slunked back in a lot, quite shamefully, I might say. Anyway, let's just I'll do a super quick poll. I'm just gonna do dance, rogue, what start, and we'll just mess around. No, wrong life happens. Yep. God, it has been such a crazy. I really don't know how long it's been. I'm gonna just go ahead and assume it's been. I haven't seen y'all. Let's see if I got internet and power back after Ian knocked it out. Oh my gosh, that's right. You've been living in Florida. Hope you're okay. He's been gone so long, Italy became confident. I don't know. I saw a screenshot of Mussolini as field marshal. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Gosh, I'm trying to think of like. Yeah, like I began and ended at one point in the last couple of months. I had the beginning and ending of a relationship in like, you know, one single date, and then that was only like the third most important thing that happened that day. It's been something. Okay, how many people have voted? Let's get one or two more in here, one or two more votes, and I think it's gonna get locked down. My county was supposed to have been among the first to be struck, and so the one south got the beating. That's just good karma. Yo, everyone knows the people who live to the south of Tenbury suck! Anyway. Alright, looks like Dance is going to win. I'll just go ahead and end the poll. Oh yeah, that vote locked it in. Okay, so we'll do the Dance of the Dragons start. So like the one fun thing I've been letting myself, like for sure, I've been setting aside for the past several weeks and for the next several weeks is I drive to my friend's house who lives like 3 minutes away, and we catch the House of the Dragon episodes. So hi there, Lee. Yes, I'm back. Happy to be back, even if ever so briefly. Sorry I made people worry. And you know what? Some people did DM me, and that's what really, and I do appreciate that. I'm sorry that people were worried, but it also is what kind of made me thought, okay, I gotta get my ass back on the channel, because yeah, people are actually getting worried, and I've been on the other side of that where there's been somebody I really liked on YouTube and then they don't show up, and I'm like, what the fuck had happened? There was this one dude, he was like an Australian musician. I really liked his music, and he had finally formed a proper band, and they were working on their first album, and then he just stopped posting for a year. And then he uploaded a video of him doing like some special event in a bar. He was doing like a Beatles medley, which was interesting. And then he didn't upload again for like 7 years. And so after a while, I just thought, oh, he's just like, he's dead. He's actually dead, right? Yeah, I'm actually looking it up now. Yeah, so I don't want to say his name. So yeah, he uploaded a video 2 years ago, and then there's been 3 more videos since then where like he's doing math, so I guess he's a math teacher now. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the Dance of the Dragons. All spoilers all the time, y'all. Oh yeah, I could play Larry's because he's the one who runs he does have Harrenhal. It'd be an interesting thing to play. Let's you know what, I think we did do a Dance of the Dragon start before where we did Rhaenyra. Let's do King Aegon. Yo, if he doesn't grow a mustache in the show, we riot. And like, oh, but he's not. And I've already heard some people say, oh, he's got a baby face. He's not going to look good with the mustache. Yeah, that's the fucking point. He like just grows a mustache to try to give himself some semblance of gravitas, or maybe to look a little bit like his dad. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody says, as a civil servant, I was voluntold to fill in other roles to free up emergency responders, like shelter registration person, traffic director, that sort of thing. Not as bad as my wife, who was cleaning up around the estuaries. Oh, so y'all got married! I remember you saying there was an engagement. Congratulations. Many congratulations to you. Let's see. I was beginning to think of the same where I'll get my daily dose of Clussy stories paired with insightful historical commentary. Nowhere, only at Conquering History Games. I liked when the Doctor committed crimes against humanity. Yeah, I love the part in Sunday nights. Or, oh God, that was just yesterday. My days are so long now. I love the part at the end of that after yesterday's episode. Everyone was talking about, oh my God, Damon and Rhaenyra, gay allies. They're like the best. They let him go have a happy life. Yeah, they just fucking murdered somebody and burned their body to fake a death. I guess it's one of those things, like, you know, it's a variation of the, you know, you kill somebody, it's a tragedy, you kill them, it's aesthetics. It's like, you know, they killed somebody randomly, we don't know that person's name, so who cares? They did do that. I say this is a Daemon guy. Been a Daemon guy since day one. The motherfucking rogue prince. But actually, we're Team Green today. Since we're going to play Aegon. King Aegon the Elder. King Aegon the Second. By the way, and like I said, it's all book spoilers all the time on this show. There is something I feel is a genuine plot hole that George R. R. Martin has done. Let's see. The insulting part of becoming a spouse was my permanent residency registration papers coming a week or two later. Oh gosh. What was I going to say about King Aegon? Oh yeah, so something that's just kind of a... Here, we haven't even started yet. That's what it cost you. Ouch. Here, I'm just going to go to a later start date real quick because I want to talk about the... I believe the term is the regnal line of the Targaryen dynasty. So, like, yeah, we'll just go to, like, whoops, wait, no, back, Clash of Kings, frickin', yeah, here we go, Joffrey. Oh, wrong button, I should have pressed this button. Yeah, Joffrey, let's go. With brown hair, what the fuck? Okay. What's this? Oh, the Baratheon Lannisters. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, do it Mexican style. You hyphen the names, you know, Spanish style. And then he's gonna get married to, you know, Marjorie, and then the next thing you know, there's gonna be like the Baratheon Lannisters de la Teidel and whatnot. Then the smug faces of my partners that their stupid idea worked, even if I think it's just a coincidence. Yeah. Targaryens are also connected to the Baratheon line through the half-brother bastard of Aegon the Conqueror, right? Killed the last Storm King during the conquest. Yes. And then the Baratheons, they married into the old house, Duradon, but there was like an exchanging of the sigils. But actually, House Baratheon is connected to House Targaryen in a much closer way. So as you can see here, Robert Baratheon, Stannis, Renly, their grandmother was a Targaryen. She was the youngest daughter of King Aegon the Unlikely. But while we're looking at this family tree here, anyway, how do I? There we go. Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about is how, like, so there's actually no, this is not the thing I want to look at. It's kind of a plot hole, I think, the way that now that we have the information that's in Fire and Blood about the regnal line of you know, whoever holds the Seven Kingdoms. So, you know, if we go back here, you have Aegon the Conqueror, who is the first, of course. Then his son Aenys, who is usurped by Maegor, who is then usurped again, or I guess, or depending on how you want to interpret it, he was killed, and the power vacuum was filled by King Jaehaerys, who was his nephew. Yeah, he had an older sibling, right? Yeah, Aegon the Uncrowned. And so then Jaehaerys had, as you can see, he had tons of kids. I think he had like 13 kids. He lived for so long that most of his kids died, and his grandson, Viserys the First, becomes king. And then, as we can see here in the regnal line, Aegon II becomes king after him, followed by Aegon III. So, here's the thing. Viserys named his daughter Rhaenyra his heir, and then Aegon II usurped her. I think that even people who are Team Green would use the word usurp, because they would say, this is for the good of the realm. But here's the issue. During the Civil War, they both die, and then Aegon III ends up becoming king. So, isn't the book basically written by maesters who acknowledge the fact that the facts are a bit fucky? That is true. Like, for example, it's called the Dance of the Dragons, but in the book, they call it the Dying of the Dragons. Because it should be called the Dying of the Dragons, but we call it that. We call it the dance anyway. So anyway, and of course, this is based on the anarchy period in English history. But it's just always felt to me like a plot hole that Aegon III becomes king. I think he's king for at least 20 years. And he does not include his mother in the regnal line of the Targaryen dynasty. So, he kind of soft legitimizes his uncle's, usurpation. Which I always thought that was, kind of weird. And, who gives a fuck about regnal lines but me, right? Just a tiny little plot hole, in my personal opinion. Not that big a deal. Anyway, let's go play the game. Without the nuclear option, the Targaryens are not so much magical as just another noble house. Well. That's how Aegon V felt, so I tried to bring the dragons back. Let's see, you'd think the Targaryens would have used the time to marry themselves off to other great houses during certain points to make sure their loyalties are cemented. Well, there was the whole blood purity thing, but they did intermarry a decent amount. They would marry mostly into the Aarons and the Baratheons quite a bit. Yeah, there's a lot of intermarriage between the Baratheons and the Targaryens. That's the in-world reason why Robert becomes the king. Because this is something that I think I've talked about this in the past, how if anybody had a claim to the throne just for purposes of vengeance, it should have been Ned, because Ned's father was killed, his brother was killed, his sister was killed. All the inciting incidences, his marriage to Catelyn Tully is a crucial part of winning the war. But obviously Ned's not somebody who wants to sit the throne, and Robert had the charisma and became leader. So the what's written in the books is his grandma was a Targaryen, so he can inherit. It's just bullshit. This is nonsense. It doesn't actually. It's grasping at straws. Kind of a Henry Tudor situation. All right, so how about we actually play this game? We're 18 minutes in, and I was only planning on playing for an hour. Loss of charisma and strength led to Lannister betrayal at the last minute. Yeah, you don't want to be dumping your charisma and strength, especially in a D&D game, unless you're a wizard. Bobby G did turn out to be the best king of the last 50 years in Game of Thrones. I'm trying to think who was the last good king in the Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire world. See, she took so long, the queen went to the next plane. Alright, so we're in the war. Let's just pick an ambition here. I don't know if I want to do war. I think that's what my brother's for. On the other hand, I have the dragon. So, let's see. Ambition. Make the 8. Yeah, you man slut. Also known as a slut. Let's make the 8. So incidentally, I said this is like all book spoilers all the time. I have a prediction just based on the last couple of episodes of House of the Dragon, because I really am finding House of the Dragon quite interesting because it's like the TV show makers are cementing quote unquote canon, because those of you who've read Fire and Blood know that it's a lot of where it'll say, oh, there were these rumors about Aegon, but other people said this, and it's like that for all the characters. So one of the rumors about Aegon is that he was a sexual deviant. I don't think that's too strong a word. That was who fathered at least one bastard out there in the world, which becomes its own, hypocritical thing. To tell a particularly nasty story. Some would say not the nastiest, but this is one that sticks out to me. There's one version of events that when he found out his father died, and so he was going to be made king, they had to go into Flea Bottom. They had to go into the slums, and they found him paying a couple of urchins to knife fight each other while he was getting sucked off by a preteen. And so of course it's what a disgusting thing to say. It's this is obviously not true history. This is obviously slander against him. I think in the show they're gonna have that be canon. That is my prediction, because they showed him jerking off the window, and it kind of seemed like everybody just laughed at it, oh, that's teenage boy for you. But I think that is to foreshadow his sexual deviancy. She gets eaten, actually, to be more specific, Kipsu. Alright, so let's see here. What have I got in my treasury? I got all the things. Got Blackfire. Where's my brother? Where's my bro? The fucking anime character of the A Song of Ice and Fire world. Yes! Sir Aemond One-Eye, the star of this Sunday's episode. We should marry him off to somebody. Well, I can marry him off to my daughter, or at least engage them. That's nice. Ooh. Let's try to find, where is, let me see if I can find the bastard MILF for our brother. So, Lionel Strong allegedly had a bastard child. There she is. Aelys Rivers, who got herself to a nunnery or something. Yeah, I'm gonna. So in Fire and Blood, she ends up hooking up with Aemon. So she's 47, he's 18. Let's see if we can do it though. She's so down. She's so fucking down. Let's do it. I want to see if she'll get pregnant. Yeah, she's a bastard bill. Yeah, she's allegedly a bastard child of Lord Lionel. But I don't know. Maybe it was his grandfather or something. And again, when did Lionel die? I'm trying to think of how it works out. It just seems a little out of character for Lionel. Lionel was a pretty straight shooter. But yeah, she's a witch or something. And I think we're going to learn more about her in Fire and Blood Part 2, because her story's not actually done, but we're going to marry her. We're going to marry our brother to her, because they have a kid together. I don't know if she'll show up in the show. That'd be cool, but, who knows. Let's see. Oh, we have a Valerian courtier. Interesting. Okay, we'll make him. We have our Maester at Arms, Kristen Cole. Kristen the Kingmaker. Remember, we're Team Green, so today we're loving all the greens. Kristen Cole has never done anything wrong ever. He's definitely not some little punk bitch. Let's see, characters who are abroad. My brother is abroad, apparently. Where is he? Okay, he's just down here in Old Town. So he's got his dragon. Let's take a look at my character here, Aegon. So, I'm Aegon II. I'm 22. Don't know what I'm going to do. I've just become king. According to some accounts, I was forced into it. By the way, the biggest load of bullshit for me in the entire Fire and Blood story is when the version of events where his father dies, and they tell him, and he goes, "Well, golly gee, let's write my sister and tell her she's queen now." No, you're gonna be king. Oh no, I could never do that to my sister who I love so much. Bullshit. Bullshit! That is the biggest load of crap in the whole fucking book. And I'm putting that right up there with, Mushroom having visions of battles that he was hundreds of miles away from, It's bullshit. I will be completely shocked if he does that in the show. Oh, damn it, I did War Focus. I should have done Seduction. Fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. We have to exit and come back in because I'm going to try to make the 8. I'm sorry. 25 minutes in. You think I'll be able to save the dragons? Sure. We're just going to kill my sister, secure my legacy, and everything's going to be great forever. Alright, let's go back in. I'm so sorry. Well, obviously, y'all are entertained. My viewers are only going up the longer I play. Dalton the Red Kraken. I wonder if they'll have him in the show. Here we go, King Aegon. There we go, start the game. Classic CK things. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. You know what? I'm gonna have myself a fucking beer because I'm gonna have to be up early tomorrow. Alright, can open ASMR. Thank you, Tenebre, for the moderation. Okay. Alright. From the top, second verse, same as the first, except a little different. Alright, so we're doing Seduction. We're gonna try to make the 8. They didn't let clean Serena's claim. Yeah, you're probably right, Leroy. It only lasts 300 seconds. Yeah, that's how it is. Alright, let's put this Valerian just because. Wait a minute, whoa. Was that Jaceres as an option? Obviously, that's not right. Because Jaceres is up here. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, no, there's Laenor. Yeah, fucking Adam Valerian. I really hope they don't replace him with fucking Laenor who escaped. I think it doesn't make a lot of sense. We're just gonna have to deal with the fact that Laenor's off where somewhere being happy and he just left his dragon behind and it didn't break the no, he somehow did break his link with the dragon, but I'm gonna be very annoyed if Laenor comes back. Like, no, let's just not do that. God damn, 29 intrigue. Damn, fucking Larry's, you scary. AI help you find a perfect match is dystopian levels of matchmaking. I like that, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna arrange the marriage. Here we go, Aemond. You know you want it. Okay, I got my kids here. Got my half-sister. Alright, so we're going to look at my character here. So I am a skilled steward. Okay, if you say so. As you see, none of my shit is really good. Oh my god, 0 learning. I never read a friggin' book growing up. 0, seriously. Yeah, luckily my counselors are spiking me and everything. 12 martial's the best thing I got. Mostly because I've got Blackfire and I'm a dragon rider. But I'm a skilled steward. I'm attractive. I am a trained fighter. I am a dragon rider. I am a knight. A hedonist. Oh yeah. Wroth, gluttonous, slothful, cruel, proud, lustful, drunkard. Yeah. Okay. What else? You know, got effects of mod packs. I'm in the blood of Valyria. I'm a good military ruler. I'm a grandchild of incest. Okay. God, I still have open council positions? Oh, I have advisors here. So did I in fact see Jacaeres Valerian? Oh, this is the other Jacaeres. Okay, who do I want advising me? I guess, who's got High Marshal? I need all I could get. Lucas Lothson? I don't even remember that. There's also Aegon of the Kingsgate? What? Wait, no. Who the fuck is this? Is it just a randomly generated name? Laenor and Ray. Sir Taegon, Rhaena. Am I missing something here? That is very strange. Huh. Lusty drunks are generally not good people, yeah. There's a branch of Valarians on your side. I guess they must be descended from Vaemond. Well, I guess they're still alive, because yeah, because there's Vaemond Valerian, who I think he gets killed by Daemon. Daemon just goes, "You're committing treason," and kills his ass. And then he had like 5 kids, and they just got their tongues out, but I think they would still be alive. Okay. So yeah, we need another advisor. This is Lucas guy. Blackfire host. Okay, that's obviously not right. I have several prisoners I could ransom. Excuse me. What prisoners do I have? I've got tons of requests. Otho Butterwell. Oh yeah, set the crown focus. Jaehaerys doesn't have a thing. Okay. Sure, let's ransom everybody, get some freaking cash money. Title loss on succession, the Blackfire host, Prince Maelor of the Iron Throne. Okay, obviously that's a mistake. Is Brotherhood without Branders in this mod? I don't know. I haven't played a main thing in a while. I haven't done like the Clash of Kings Feast for Crows era in ages in this mod. Okay. Some water here. Okay. Let's see here. So, Kristen, Cole, you're organizing the army. I guess that's a good idea. Yeah, it was pretty awesome when he did that, Kipsu. Thailand is leading troops. Is he any good at that? I guess he's okay at that. So, I don't know. I guess I'm wondering if we just need to play a little defense here. Let's go ahead and do a quick save here. Not a literal quick save. Let's call this Aegon 2 Day 1. Council members who aren't doing anything. Let's build a spy network up here. Should we just... I guess we should plot to kill her. I don't know how well that's going to go. I could send for a faceless man. But surely she's going to piss some people off soon enough. Okay. Dance to the Dragons. And the Blood of Illyria. My father, King Viserys, in an obvious contravention of all laws and customs always intended for my half-sister Rhaenyra to succeed him as queen, the loyal Criston Cole of the King's Guard has wisely had me crowned as king, prompting Rhaenyra to take up arms against me. Now as the Dance of the Dragons begins, it is time for the Lords Paramount to prove their loyalty. Okay. So, looks like we've got quite enough problems here at home. Let's raise the troops, you know, whatever I do got. Oh, geez, it like raised the host up here. I guess Harrenhal is directly under the crown or something. it would seem. Oh, you know what? They probably did it this way so that, you know, yeah, so Eamon can get started on his war crimes right away out here. Where is Eamon? Oh, is Eamon on the frickin' council? I don't need him there. Weird. Where is he? Eamon One Eye. He's not doing anything. Why can't I... Do I not have him as a commander? Do I have to, like, specify that? Warden of the West, Warden of the blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Balin, who gives a crap? No. We need to, How do I look at that again? Yeah, Council, minor titles... Commander, you are relieved. Here we go. Commanders. Eamon, get your freaking ass in here, man. Is Sunfire a killer of a dragon or merely pretty? Well, he gets fucked up in his first fight. I would say he's a killer, though. Both the Sunfire fights I'm really looking forward to, especially the second one against Moon Dancer. That's going to be really cool. Eamon's fighting Luke at the Stormlands. Ah, that's right. Oh, he is in fact down here. Yeah, there is like an army. That's interesting. They keep putting these little bits of them everywhere. Okay, well, Sunfire is going to have to hold down the fort there while we're going to do little war crimes as a treat up here in the Riverlands. Looking forward to that in the show. So if it was up for me, here's how I'd start Season 2. You start Season 2 with the Blackwoods and the Brackens. This is extremely important. What you do is, like, you start it on Blackwood land. Or you can start on the Bracken. I guess it doesn't super matter. But basically, like, you know, the Ravens come in saying... Civil War, baby. And then, like, the Brackens, they don't fucking miss a beat. They're like, Civil War, now's our chance. And they attack the Blackwoods. And they kill, you know, their ruler. And so then you establish the one who's the sister of the head of the Blackwoods and the son who becomes the new, you know, lord. And you just make them the two of them point of view characters that you check in on in the Riverlands every so often, so like people could see what's going on the ground floor, so to speak, of the war. I think that would be an interesting concept. All right. But I'm a Blackwood fan, big time Blackwood fan. So, what do I know? All right. Oh, geez, no freaking morale. Okay, we're just gonna stand here for a minute. Let's try to get. Oh, High Maester Piento could be helping us out. That's actually very, very interesting. All right, so we're gonna tell this guy. We'll tell Ormond to go there. Everybody else rally to the Riverlands ASAP. Okay. I feel it's not in my best interest for Sir Eamon to marry Alice. What the fuck? How dare you? It was already approved. Okay, Boros Baratheon is joining me. Can we ask again? What the fuck? I actually have half a mind to just kill Larry's right now. Even though that would be super stupid, because he's an insanely good, you know, person to have on your team. Where did he go? Imprison him. Nice, I got him. I'm gonna fucking execute his ass. See you later, Clubfoot. I'll feed him to my dragon. Sunfire duly roasts the victim with Dragon Flame. Goodbye, Clubfoot. Okay. So, second verse, same as the first. Let's arrange a freaking marriage here. Except now Aemon's not an option. What is going on here? I'm getting so confused right now. He's betrothed! Oh, that's right! He promises to get betrothed to Cassandra! Because she's the one who says, if you don't kill your nephew, you're a little bitch. This story is more interesting than the audiobook I just listened to. What's fun? Yeah. He gets betrothed, but then he's just fucking the MILF anyway. Oh my gosh. So I just killed... Oh my gosh. So I just killed one of my best counselors. Maybe my best counselor. His stat, like 29 intrigue on a spy master. That's insane. And it was for nothing. Oh gosh. Let's see here. Luca Moore strong. And then there's... Oh god, I need to find... House Bracken... over Blackwood. They're the underdogs in every situation because of George's favoritism. Yeah, they're really portrayed as underdogs when they're like constantly cheating on their wives. Anyway. God damn it. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're getting her in the family. I'm gonna betroth her to my youngest brother instead. So now the 15-year-old gets the MILF instead of let's see, Hammerhold, Lannisport. The frickin' instead of the 19-year-old. So arrange a marriage with Darren, my brother. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Then again, is he gonna like me much? I did just kill his brother, or no? I don't know how this guy's related to him. Simon is related via. Oh, so this is like a great uncle who inherited. Truly playing the part of a 22-year-old noob king. Yeah, he's probably. I think he's gonna be like in his late 20s in the show. But yeah, it all works out. Aemond, where are you? Where did Aemond freaking go? Where is he? Did he get land and I missed it? What is happening right now? He's in Griffin's Roost. Oh, I think he got caught in this fight. I think this is him. Lure Alistair Thorns. One thing, a thorn stands like a sword to defend your life. Oh, I'm gonna trust the King's Guard. What could go wrong? When have the King's Guard ever done a bad thing? Alright. News from the battles of Griffin's Roost. Your kinswoman, Rhaenys Targaryen, has been slain. Well, that's good. She was killed in single combat by Aemon Targaryen. What a fucking badass. He did it without me. News from Griffin's Roof during the war in Dragonstone. The Dragon Riders, Sir Aemon Targaryen. This is my brother. The Greens would have gone down so fucking hard without Aemon. Like, he really had to get Vhagar as a plot device. Just so that the Greens don't lose instantly. Yeah, and Rhaenys Targaryen, rider of Meleys, met in fierce combat, driving the dragons to tear at each other relentlessly. Rhaenys and Meleys prevailed, killing Vhagar. Wait, what? Wait. But it says here that Rhaenys died. So which is it? Let's check in on him. Relations. Oh my gosh. So... Wow, what a badass. So she died killing Vhagar. But Meleys lived and so did Aemon. Wow, 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 wow. So that's what would happen if Sunfire wasn't there, I guess. Reload. I'm actually going to. We are completely fucked without Vagar. Good for Rhaenyra. I'm looking forward to that scene. Obviously, the most hype dragon scene is going to be the battle over the God's Eye. Like, that's the only reason you make a House of Dragons show, is just to do the battle over the God's Eye. Everything else is just window dressing. They need to go full anime with it, though. You know, they gotta, you know, like they're gonna, it's gonna be, "You've lived too long, Uncle," and then the dragons go in the air, and then it just starts coming in like, music from Metal Gear, just standing here, I realize. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna play it. Yeah, just fucking, they're gonna be at the God's Eye, the dragons launch, and then this just starts blasting. The show stops being live action, it becomes an anime. Like, everything's animated. It's like that part in Kill Bill Volume 1 when it's the backstory for the half American, half Japanese girl. Yeah, and then just the dragons start fighting, and in comes "You've lived too long, Uncle! On that we agree." Do. Okay, I remember the lyrics coming in earlier. Where is it? Where's the lyrics? Here we go. Just Aemond and Daemon just fist punching on the dragons somehow. Just 45 minutes straight of them clawing at each other while this plays on a loop. It'll win every Emmy on Earth, but they're not brave enough to do it. Okay, enough. Enough! Even though I'm probably already copyright stricken to hell and back. The dragons turn into JoJo muscle characters and start punching each other. Yes! Kipsu fucking gets it. Kipsu's on my wavelength. Okay, but seriously, let's freaking go. Yeah, so give it a day. Dance to the Dragons. Oh, thank you very, very much for the super chat. It has to be this way. I have the blood of old Valyria. Let's raise everybody. Rise up when you're living on your knees. Okay, so Aemon's gonna get betrothed here in a second. Let's give it a moment for that to happen. Yeah, it just got rejected. Boros chooses a side. There's the alert. Took forever. Yeah, Armstrong shows up in a Metal Gear. That's gonna be it's gonna be season 2 finale. Okay, so while this is all going on, you know what? I'm going about this all wrong. Instead of trying to betroth Ailys, I need to get in on that MILF action myself. We're gonna seduce her. Alright. I set my sights on Ailys, but the age difference could cause a bit of a scandal if the court gossips take notice of my efforts. But I love wrinkles. That is so mean! Okay, Knight of the Kingsguard will do their duty. Okay, come on, what's going on here? Yeah, some people are idling. Improve the defenses. Why did he say it like that? Hold on a sec. We're gonna plot to kill. Okay, so we're plotting to kill. Do that. Do that. We can send for a faceless man who's got money for that. All right, let's do the scripted fight. Griffin's Roost. God, what the fuck? Luceres? Oh my gosh, Team Black Wet Dream. Eric's managed to kill Vagar. Oh my god, if Luceres had actually killed Vagar in canon, Jace would just like abdicate his position as heir. No, my little brother's got this shit. I am Ray. My mother will be queen, and you're gonna take me out of the inheritance line. I'm gonna go north and fuck a bunch of Stark pussy. Oh man. A Court of Rose and Thorns, where a 19-year-old girl and a 500-year old Fey Lord fall in love. Court of Rose and Thorns. Why does that sound familiar? Is that a book or something? But yeah, it just... Oh wow, wow, wow! What a dance that must have been! Holy shit, Eamon! You're getting fucking wrecked out here. Yeah, captured, imprisoned, dead dragon. What the fuck is happening right now? I've got to resign again. Ah! Yeah, get that wild woman wussy. Go find the women who have never bathed so you can smell the musk. Fairy porn. It's a young adult fantasy novel. There's actually somebody in one of my classes. She's I don't know how to say it. She seems to identify as a fae. Like she has a headband that has like this like it's just what she said. I overheard her having a conversation with a different classmate. Somebody said like, so are you trying to be like a fairy or something? And she goes, I'm trying to be a fae actually, and was explaining her thing, and she's got like this headband with like the Kieran horns. It actually made me think of Fauna, the VTuber, a little bit, but like she has a cape and this whole like aesthetic. And I was just thinking, who's got that much time to get ready in the morning with the class workload we've been given? Anyway, I'm just gonna turn her into an NPC in a D&D game. Alright. Let's fucking try this again. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna start doing. If he dies a third time, we're just gonna do something else. Just to put, being Aegon. Okay, let's go. Griffin's Roost. Griffin's Roost. Okay, Boros chose a side. Here we fucking go. Alistair's treason. And holy fucking shit, Rhaenyra killed Vagar again. And I think this time she didn't die. Yep, she is fucking alive. Eamon's confirmed to be a little bitch boy. And that means something's wrong. We're gonna do something else. Yeah, Vagar taking serious L's right now. We're quitting. We're quitting. We're gonna play something else. It's Hall Life Hours. Give up on Eamon. No! He's the anime character, so he's the coolest. We're gonna chill. We're gonna do some Hollow Kieran chill now. You listen to audiobooks when you had no internet electricity. It does get seamy. That said, story-wise, is nothing I would be impressed by. Story-wise, it is. Yeah, slander. Yeah. Okay, yeah, rightful queen keeps smacking me. You know what? What I hope they're gonna do in the show, because let's face it, all the characters are great. To be generous, I really would love for them to do this thing where they start to, like, because initially they have not been showing the worst of the rumors about Rhaenyra, but I would like it if as time went on it turns out the bad shit is actually true. And then kind of like the almost like obviously they can't literally break the fourth wall, but I just would love this idea of, you know, it's like they're looking at the camera and going, you know, when she you know, orders a fucking 3-year-old to be killed, when she's, you know, beheading people, when she's leading to the when she's ordering executions and doing other things which I won't say, but just like practically looking at the camera, just, aren't you guys Team Black? Don't you like her? This is your girl, isn't it? You know, like this, remember everybody, she has to become queen, the prophecy, she needs to save the world. And I think it would be very bold of them to do that. Let's do a randomization here of Holocure. Ooh, Kiwawa. Oh, this is gonna be a pain on my fingers because you gotta keep her moving. Alright. Let's go. We're going fucking deep in hard mode. Phoenix brings the light. Let's go. Yeah, Yas Queen. Yeah, and there'll be people who defend her. Because here's the thing. They've been modifying stuff in the show. There's been stuff where it's like, oh, okay, that's like their interpretation. But they've been trying to soften, I think, turning her too quickly. But she's definitely done some bad stuff. Like, you know, we could talk about, oh, you know, Daemon was grooming her. My personal interpretation of the last episode that happened on Sunday was she was somebody taking a bit of advantage of a man who was mourning his dead wife, and just various other things. But it's like, you know, they're trying to soften the landing. That's why I think they had to do the thing where it's like, oh no, actually Laener's okay, like he's actually alive. She didn't have her husband killed at like his sister's funeral. Yeah, I would like it if they do just start to show all the worst of what Rhaenyra allegedly was. I think it would be a really bold decision to make. Very daring. Let's see, you know, her hypocritical attitude towards bastards and things like that. She's just girl bossing at that point, yeah. Yeah, I've raised 3 bastard children, and actually in the TV show canon, it's actually going to now be 5 bastard children because she's in an illegitimate marriage because her first husband's not dead. Which actually, I think that is a wonderful bit of irony. I'm actually, you know, there's pros and cons to all the decisions that they've made. But I think it does actually create a wonderful irony where if Laenor was alive when Daemon, because I'm sure he's still gonna die. He's gotta have to die off screen so that Sea Smoke could be tamed again. But I do think there's a wonderful irony in like Daemon and Rhaenyra's children technically being bastards, because, you know, it just creates means the entire Targaryen dynasty or from then on, or like, you know, scions of that. Here we go. So we're trying to, the goal here is we're trying to get, I think, 36,000 gold so that I could get the final upgrade. Neither green or black are great people, just can't stand Kristen Cole. Yeah, like, Kristen Cole, for me, no matter how you look at him, like, best case scenario, he's a whiny little bitch. Worst case scenario, he is just like, yeah, he's a usurper who plotted to instigate a civil war that left tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of dead. And that's why I hope that they have him die the same way he does in the books. I think it's one of my favorite death scenes. His death. Ooh, we're gonna do that piggy bank. Having said that, I would say I lean Team Black because I think the supporting cast of Team Black is really cool. I think, you know, the Blackwoods are awesome. The Tully, you know, fucking, you know, the whole Muppet crew, right? You know, Grover, Elmo, Kermit. You know, that's terrific, and I hope they keep those names. I'd be very disappointed if they change the names for the show. Yeah, the worst of enemies of the House of Dragons themselves. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like Kragan Stark, Sabitha, Frey, Allison, Blackwood. Just yeah, there's tons of cool characters on Team Black. The fucking the Valerian bastards are really cool characters. Now I'm not gonna say that Team Green doesn't have interesting people or even good people. I would dare say that like Darren, the youngest brother of Aegon II is he's a pretty humble and good dude. Probably because he was raised away from King's Landing. We need Cromwell to come in here. Yeah. Where's the Cromwell that Westeros needs? But yeah, I think in terms of the supporting crew, Black has a better one. Yeah, so many good characters. Like I've told this to some friends of mine who are watching but haven't read the book. I said, like, you know, like I'm enjoying season 1 for the most part. There's certainly flaws in it, but I've been surprised at how good House of the Dragon has been, especially because I hadn't watched Game of Thrones since season 5. It was fucking crap, and I said I'm gonna sit down. I told my friends, like, I'm gonna sit down and watch one episode. If it's no good, I'm out. And I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned by how good episode 1 was. Ooh. Yeah, let's do haste. Ooh. Get that. Super Chato! Yeah. Yep. Gosh, oh, how does he die? Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't say temporary. Yeah, so basically what happens, he ends up getting, Kristen Cole ends up getting cornered, and, his army does, and he tries to parlay, and then he goes, you know what, let's do trial by combat, you know, a fucking 3-on-1, any 3 of yours, and then somebody, I don't think it's a Tully, it was somebody else, but he basically says, I'm not gonna have any legends sung about you. And he just orders him to be filled full of arrows. And so the idea is that, like, yeah, because he's like, you know, there's tens of thousands dead on account of you. So it's just, I just thought it was this really great moment of, oh, we gotta do lava. We're a phoenix, gotta do fire moves. Yeah, this whole idea of, oh, I'm Kristen Cole, I want to go out in an epic duel. No, fuck you, dude. You instigated a civil war. So I just really liked that idea of giving him an ignoble death as, like, his punishment, so to speak. Like, it's the least they could have done. Alright. You know what? I should have thought of this from the beginning. How about we try to just get the fire weapons for Kiara here? Oh, we got Golden Yago! Yes, because we need coins. Coins are what we want. Get that money. Oh, damn, he went down like a bitch. That was weird. He went down really fast. Kind of strange. Super Idol costume. Hang him like a peasant. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, actually, I gotta say, the Kristen Cole actor, I initially wasn't very in on him, but since it looks like they're going with the interpretation that he's just like this catty, bitchy, little punk ass, I think it kind of works. Because like the first few episodes of the season, I was saying, this Kristen guy, he's like missing something, like he's missing a certain... And I couldn't really phrase it, like a charisma. I don't know how to phrase it. But I was like, he's just missing something. He doesn't have that it factor. And just, oh, he's just like a whiny ex who's like gonna fucking destroy the country because he's pissed about his ex, you know. And look, I'm not gonna say. Look, I'm not gonna say the R word. I'm not gonna cry rape over what happened in the show between him and Rhaenyra. But there were power dynamics at work there. Like, you know, I think if the genders were reversed, nobody would question that it was inappropriate. But at the same time, he's just kind of a whiny bitch. Let's see. Dance the Dragons is less who you support the most and more who you hate the least. Yeah. Yeah, you see, that's why I like a lot of the Team Black people, because it's like a lot of them, they're just going, you know, hey, the law was, and what we swore to was, Rhaenyra is going to be queen next. That's the law. And we're just obeying the law. You know, Kragan never fucking met Rhaenyra. You know, fucking... Kermit Tully never met Rhaenyra. Plus, I also think it's very telling that the first battle of the Dance of the Dragons is between the Brackens and the Blackwoods. So I really like to think that the Brackens were just like, oh, fuck yeah, there's a war on, let's go! And they just freaking charged over the river to steal Blackwood land the second they had the opportunity to. Viserys is at fault for not abdicating, even though he looks like a skeleton for half a season. He has been terrific, by the way. That actor, just another great example of how like comedy actors can fill drama roles. Just they could just slip into a dramatic role so much more easily than vice versa. It's really funny too, because you can tell that actor had thought about the character a lot. I saw a video of like an interview of him and the actress who played the young Alicent, and they were talking about their views on the relationship. So like the actor who plays Viserys, hold on a sec. The actor who played Viserys, he gives this, and this guy, he's been an actor, he's been a writer, he's been a director, I think he's even been a producer. He's kind of done it all. And so like obviously this is somebody who takes his craft very seriously. And he so anyway, he's like in this interview, and he says like, oh, you know, I kind of feel that Viserys, if it was up to him, like on a personal level, he never would have remarried. You know, I think he really did love his wife, even though it was an arranged marriage. It was a political marriage, and that, you know, I think he realizes that he made a mistake that led to her death, and he's carrying that guilt. But he knows he politically has to get married, so he's turning to Alicent because they've bonded over, you know, she talked, you know, they bonded initially over, wait, hold on a second, I'm trying to think of what I want to grab here. Yeah, we'll do Spider Cookie. You know, they bonded over the shared loss. She lost her mother, he had lost his wife, and then they do end up having a certain affection, so he figures if I have to get married, I might as well get married to somebody who I'm comfortable with. You know, it's just this like really long, complicated answer. And then it cuts to the Alicent actress, the young one, giving her answer, and it was just like, are you just reading off an index card? She was like, Alicent's a victim of the patriarchy. And it's like, wait, what? Like, you're the man gave more thought to your character than you did, because he's talking about how, like, you know, she really intrigued him because they bonded over their grief. And she's just victim of the patriarchy, which I'm not saying that's not true, but I did just think it was very funny, like the difference in like how much they thought about it. On the one, you know, we also should keep in mind that the Viserys actor is like in his mid 40s, so he's been doing this for a while, and I think the Alicent actress is like 18, 19 or something. So I'm not trying to be too harsh to her. Okay, we're getting a little bit of lag here. No whammy water today. We're in Phoenix. No water. No water. Okay. But the show has been mostly good. I think, especially in that first episode, I was very, very, like I said before, I was very, very amazed by how good the first episode was. It built back a lot of trust with me. And now, you know, it's like the show does enough good stuff that I cut them some slack on the bad stuff, mostly. Some of it has been bad decisions. So, for example, the whole Kristen Cole killing Joffrey Lonmouth at, like, you know, the reception dinner instead of in a tournament where it would have been nice and legal to kill him. That was a really dumb decision. And I've seen some people try to make it's amazing because, you know, everything is culture war now. Like, and I'm not going to give my personal position, political positions or anything, because culture is politics, politics is culture. That's just how it is in the United States now. So, like, everybody needs to interpret shit, you know, through a political or cultural lens. Like, oh, you know, Rhaenyra is a representation of Hillary Clinton, you know, who was rejected by the patriarchal men, even though she should have rightfully been president. You know, just, oh my God, shut the fuck up, please, shut the fuck up. But I will say that, yeah, oh wait, I'm trying to think of some other ridiculous culture wars. Yeah, like the whole Kristen Cole beat a member of a noble house to death in front of like 100 people and wasn't punishment for it. That's actually a commentary on police brutality in the United States. That's what the fuck are you talking? And it goes both ways. It goes both ways too, because like I know that those are like leftists I'm mocking, but also people on the right do the same thing. Like, oh, the show House of the Dragon is red pilled as fuck. You know, it understands women. Women are a meme because, you know, Lena hears that Daemon murdered his wife and got all fucking horny for him because that's what women respect. It's just insane. Yeah, Luis DeSanta, most sane American comparison to politics. Yeah, exactly. It's embarrassing to see. Like, I get secondhand embarrassment seeing people with these takes online. Okay. All right. I think we're doing good. We're at the 10:30 mark, and I'm not even sweating right now. We are in cruise control right now. We got all these anvils ready to go. Remember, we're on the hardest mode right now. Well, I'm taking a bit more damage than I'd like, but yeah, we're gonna. I'm just saving these anvils. You guys are probably wondering why I haven't picked them up yet. So I'm saving them for when I get the collabs so I can upgrade them. But we're doing good. We're aiming for 36,000 gold. We're at 19 and a half now. So, doing good. Thinks his murder at a wedding is a meme for Gurm shows. I suppose so. Yeah, that is what they said in the after the episode. The after the episode, inside the episode things, though, I always watch those. Like that's what kind of turned me on to a lot of HBO shows. When they used to, the first time I ever watched HBO stuff was I was dating somebody whose family had it, and they're like, "Oh, you want to check this show out?" Well, I don't have HBO. Oh, well, I got it. Anyway, but like the inside the episodes were always very interesting to me because, you know, it's the creators talking and, you know, it kind of lets you know into the art form. But like the inside the episodes I've actually not been liking because they'll say things and it goes, but the script you wrote contradicts what you just said. Or it's like, wait a minute, did you decide something in your mind and you forgot to put it in the script, and so like now the interview is contradicting yourself? And it seems that is going to be an issue. I'm really curious if down the line when they release like the DVDs of House of the Dragon, the deleted scenes, because every week I keep hearing about, oh, you know, there was oh, you know, they filmed this scene but they ended up deleting it from the final cut, and it'll be something that like radically changes the context of stuff. So for example, there was to like last week's episode, there was a thing where you know, Daemon, his wife died, Lena died, and they apparently filmed the scene of him comforting his daughters, but they deleted it from the final cut. But then somebody leaked, you know, photos of them filming that scene, and of course everybody was fucking pissed because it was like, what, you don't want to make Daemon morally gray? Like, personally, incidentally, I did not like the interpretation that he killed his wife. I was not a fan of that. his first wife. But it's like, oh, and then you take away him comforting his daughters. Like, you're just trying to make him the devil in a world of in a world of gray characters. Daemon is black as night. You know, even though in the original Rogue Prince a fucking short story, it opens with like this monologue of how like Daemon was all that was great and terrible about the Targaryens. Like, he's explicitly good and bad. You know, he's just like everything to everyone. He's all that is man and more. And it's just nah, fuck that. Just make him a serial killer. So there was so much heat that apparently the official Twitter account of House of Dragons or HBO or whatever tweeted out the shit of him comforting the daughter. So they're like, we're sorry, it's canon. World of gay characters. Okay. Well, this is Laenor and his boyfriends. Actually, that's a rumor I've been hearing. I have not looked too deep into it, but allegedly, it was kind of a post-production, last-minute decision that they were going to have Laenor legitimately be killed by his boyfriend Carl, and then they changed their mind later, and they're like, no, let's give him a happy ending. Which I guess I can understand why they might have done that, because it's like, look, everybody's getting fucked up, everybody's dying, everybody's going through hell. Let's let one character who's maybe the closest to innocent there is in this world, Laenor, because it's like, what's the worst thing he ever did? He didn't close his eyes and think of England. Let's face facts, people. If Rhaenyra didn't want to have a kid with him, which she probably didn't, it wasn't going to happen, even if he closed his eyes and thought of England. So he's the closest thing to a good person there is. I guess Laena, too. Yeah, the two Valyrian children. And so they probably were like, look, let's just give one person a happy ending. But yeah, Daemon, to like Luis David, you're saying, Daemon is such a complex character, and it's what draws me to him. And sometimes I think they play him well. It's kind of like, I feel like Matt Smith, the actor, is trying to draw that out of him. Hold on, I'm just gonna ban this guy. 10 to break, don't worry about it. Let me just or hide them. Yeah, I think I just hid them permanently, that bot or whatever. Do idle song? Oh yeah, Kiara's 100% an idle. I should try to get the dragon's breath though for the fire. Let's also start upgrading these. Yeah, now we're gonna be cooking with gas. What was it? Yeah, like, so for example, it's one of those things who say, oh, you know, Daemon, the people who slander Daemon, he would be a new Maegor the Cruel. Why would he not just fucking kill his brother? Like, he countless opportunities over the course of his life to kill his brother Viserys and put himself on the throne, and he never did, because I like to think that there is this genuine familial love there. Also, I'm trying to think of my move here. Oh, don't get fucked. Alright. Goji's getting hit a little bit. Things like that. Like, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm a Daemon apologist, but, like, I read the original Rogue stuff, the source material was coming out, the edits and stuff. I'm somebody who, like, if I hear something bad about Daemon, I tend to lean toward, nah, that's made up bullshit. That's haters hating. That is absolutely true, Dana. Yeah, when they did the whole runestone thing, I went, oh, is this going to be like a plot point? And then they just never followed up. Yeah, let's see. It's worse than the destruction of the... Oh, yeah, freaking... Well, the whole thing with the Dance of the Dragon, like the river, I do wonder how they are going to end House of the Dragon. Because I don't know how you could do it in any sort of way where there's a happy ending. But, like, I guess you should try. And the closest thing I was thinking is that maybe after Aegon III becomes king, but, he still has a Regency Council and all that, that maybe you could find out, like, you end it on Viserys coming home when it turns out that he's alive. Because that's actually a really nice scene. Because it's you have Aegon the Third, this poor PTSD at the age of 7, adult child, has seen all the shit, and his I'm trying to think of like what their relation would be. You know, some sort of cousin, some sort of relation distantly. You know, it's Adam of Hull. Wait, no, Adam of Hull or the other one. Yeah, happy endings are for the sequels. Yeah, you gotta pay for the sequel. You want the happy ending. But the bastard brings Viserys home, and they reunite. You know, he gets to see his long lost brother, who he assumed was dead. That could maybe be it. We're on prequel levels into like Edge Runners. Oh yeah, well actually, could we please not spoil me on Edge Runners, because I really want to see it. You know, Studio Trigger is my favorite animation studio, but I got 2 friends who also want to see it, so we're trying to coordinate a watch time. But all I've heard, without spoilers, all I know is that Edge Runner has an intense emotional ending, and people are like, "Whoa, this was just hype and awesome," and then it got sad, and I'm just thinking, is this your first time watching Studio Trigger anime? Like, that is the name of the game. That is their bread and butter. But I've been looking forward to it for a while, because it's the same director who did Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill, which are 2 of my favorite animes ever. He also did Panty and Stalking. He's done a lot. Like, it's in good hands. Studio Trigger, I'd say there's maybe only ever been one Studio Trigger anime that I didn't like really like. Having said that, I still haven't seen Dianzion, because that's on Funimation streaming, and I refuse to fucking stream on that shit. Also, I'm too busy. I actually don't think I've really sat down and watched an anime. What was the last one? I was watching Spy Family. That's about it though. Before Spy Family, God, have I not sat down and watched a season of anime since like I did ReZero in 2021? And then let's see, anime couldn't disrupt the status quo. Very interesting. Yeah, no, fucking Studio Trigger, you could never get a fully happy ending. Actually, that's not true. I thought that Darling in the Franxx, I guess Darling in the Franxx was sort of bittersweet. Darling in the Franxx was interesting because I guess it was a sad ending for the supporting characters, but I think it was almost the best ending possible you could have had for the main characters. I thought it was beautiful. I was a huge fan of it. Like, I'm a romantic. I know it. I acknowledge it. In like as if it's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with it, being a romantic. But like I thought that So when people criticize Darling in the Franxx, where'd the aliens come from? Well, first off, yes, there are signs of what's going to be the end. Frankly, I think Darling in the Franxx ended up being rushed. I kind of got the sense that they were supposed to have 2 seasons, and they found out halfway through there was only going to be 1. But the signs were there. His Dino Jussie happy ending. Yeah, there you go. And then he gets reincarnated. They both get reincarnated to be with each other again. Oh my god, I was almost going to start weeping. It was amazing. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of it. Darling in the Franxx, because I'm a romantic. Well, shit, like when I play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, my character is like, I'm the only woman in the party. I decided to play a woman, and I kind of just joked at the start, like, all right, everybody, place your bets. Who's gonna fuck her? Like who in the party's gonna do it? But it's kind of actually naturally started to evolve. So my character, I think I've talked about this before, this character I'm playing in Dungeons & Dragons with my friends, I'm a draconic tiefling, so like, long story short, I'm like a devil girl, and I have dragon blood in my veins, and the thing is, like, in accordance with my character's backstory, she's much more attached to her dragon side than her tiefling side, and it turned out we had a dragonborn in the party. And so, like, there was, like, the seeds were being planted there, but then over the course of the campaign, there ended up being a guy who's, like, this tall, big, beefy dude, and he has, like, a demon arm. And, they're always calling me demon anyway. And so like kind of it's sort of naturally evolved that my character is romantically interested in this other guy, and now the dragonborn in the party, he's kind of becoming jealous and bitchy about it, and so it's just, oh man, we got ourselves a love triangle. Yeah, it kind of has naturally evolved, and we've tried to be playing it for laughs. But I've been the one thing I've been afraid of is that, like, were the other guys in that I play with, are they not going to be into this? But we're having fun with it. Demon arm, boy, that's fucking Nero, like the Roman Emperor. What are you talking about? It's Evangelion, but it makes you horny and sad at the same time. Yeah, that's a yeah. 1 minute to go. Love little love stories like that in D&D. Yeah, but you know what's funny? Because like I've joked, I was talking about it because the guy who's our dungeon master, he's the one whose house I go to watch House of the Dragon because he's got HBO, and so we watch it together. But we were discussing it. There's the glow stick. Haven't need to re-roll. That's nice. So the I was just joking, like if this was a TV show, like if our campaign was a TV show, there would for sure be like Las Vegas betting odds on who's gonna end up with Conquering History Games' character. So like there'd be different odds. So like, oh, the Dragonborn's got this. It's just 2-to-1 odds. Like, you know, she likes Dragonborns generally. He's really into her because like his story arc is that like he's really misogynistic. But like I guess I'm the first woman he's ever met that he's like, whoa, you're actually like really cool, and like he's got like these conflicted, hey Bad Beast Yeti, good to see you. But like yeah, like our Dragonborn in the party has got these mixed feelings because yeah, he's a misogynist, and then he met my character, and I'm like the most powerful woman he's ever met in his life. And he's also down with it. And actually it was a really funny moment, like you could pinpoint when he started to get into me because my character would like wear clothes that totally covered her skin from the neck down, and she was trying to hide the scales. And so then the first time she ended up showing the scales was like we were all drinking together, my character was pretty wasted, and I ended up not only just taking off my jacket and showing it, but I cast this spell called Thaumaturgy, which lets you change what your eyes look like. And I was like, yeah, you know, I didn't get my mother's eyes, and I turned them into like dragon eyes. And he's going like, whoa, my character's getting a little horny. You know, or just going like, well, what have I been traveling with? So it's been fun. It's been funny how we've been playing it. Bring it down, babe! Bring it down! This might take a while. This could end up taking like a minute or two. Why not have a poly relationship with all ships occurring at the same time? And not it's occurring. Schrodinger's ship cock tease. I don't know. And you see, it's also interesting because the Dragonborn in our party, he's a noble, and my character is an urchin. Like, she just fucking hates nobles on sight. She's already been responsible for almost killing 2. Oh, man, I'm about to drop. Nice. Now, I think it's helping I'm listening to the Calming Midnight version of the Bouquet album. So I'm not panicking over this, you know, even with my health getting low. But here's the funny thing. So like, if there were Vegas odds, it would be okay. Like, oh, she's gonna go with the Dragonborn, and then people going, no, man, I'm Team Jacob. She's going with the Demon Arm guy. But the thing is, our characters last time that we were able to play, our characters all leveled up, and 2 of them are going to get fire abilities now, which is like very central to my character. Like her whole thing is a lot of it is based around fire. So like I was joking with the guy who's my dungeon master yesterday, like yeah, people like the because he's like this tabaxi monk, and people were like, oh, like if there was the Vegas odds, like okay, this one's 2-to-3, that one or 2-to-1, this one pays out 3-to-1, and the tabaxi monk, the odds were probably like 1,000-to-1. It was a sucker bet. And then, you know, now he's gonna like cast Burning Hands, and my character's gonna go, whoa, what's going on over there? And you know, the odds are just, yeah, everybody's gonna start betting, and there's gonna be one guy who had the 1,000-to-1 ticket who's looking to get fucking paid. Here we go. Oh, we idle now. We idols now. Oh, shit. Oh, god damn it. I fucked up. I shouldn't have picked that up. I had to drop it now. I want to get the Asakoko. Let's get some Dragon Breath going, and then we're really going to be cooking. Say the word. I get to a whole host of D&D PDFs to me. Oh, sure. DM them to me if you know me on Discord. I think you do. Yeah, but yeah, that D&D, whenever we're able to have time for it, it's been extremely fun. So there was a funny thing. This happened, I think, back in July or something, or no, when did it happen? You know, it doesn't matter when it happened, but you know, like so a couple months ago, though, we were gonna have to take a break because it was just one of those things where a lot of us, I think it was like we didn't play for almost 2 months because there was just gonna be a lot of us. It wasn't gonna line up on our schedules that we could play. So during that time, I ended up asking the friends because we play online because there's out of towners, but I ended up asking some friends. I said, hey, can I like run this little module just like a for funsies thing, because I want to learn what it's like to be a dungeon master. And oh, the PDF's too big. I have to compress them. Yeah, because I wanted to learn, what's it like being a dungeon master? Like I want to learn what it's like to try to run the game, so then it'll help me be a better player. And it was so funny because I was trying to plot things out, but you know, it just goes to show that you could never... Hold on, I gotta get a sip here. You could never plan... You can plan all you want, but your players are gonna still derail it. And here's what I mean by that. So, hopefully... Hey, if anybody's watching now who plays Dungeons & Dragons with me, turn it off because you're gonna get spoiled. But we had this incident, like, so we were in this major town, I was dungeon mastering them through there, and they went to the College of Minstrels where a bunch of bards are. And there was a thing where there was like a professor who had 5 bard students they were rehearsing for a concert, and he wanted outside thoughts on it. So he wanted my characters to, like the player characters, to sit in on one performance so they can get some feedback. So the intention was that they were only going to watch one of these 5 female bards. And so I had one of the players, I told him just like roll a d6. If you hit a 6, roll again, and that's going to determine who you watch rehearse. So he ends up... And you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. RPG is about breaking the game, yeah. You all, especially if you know what's on the screen right now, are going to know what I'm talking about. They end up rolling a performance from a tiefling who has these little tight black curly red horns, but she's wearing a costume that makes her look like a sheep. What a sheep, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying here? Hint, 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 hint. And they end up watching her do a thing, and then they end up deciding, oh, we actually want to watch them all. And so like I just described the performances of them. So the other members of this sheep, what a sheep she was, her crew, are a devil girl with a purple color scheme, a dragonborn with an orange color scheme, a short human princess who's very lazy, and what they don't know yet is an Azamar, so an angel girl who's short, petite, and has incredible voice range. Does anybody understand what I'm saying here yet? Do you guys get it? You could please say it in chat if you understand what reference I'm making. So anyway, they end up loving the 5 characters, and they're like, there was 5 of them, and so like they've now asked them out on a date, and it is, oh my god, now I've got, these NPCs are getting upgraded very quickly now. Oh my god, because like they had a party they were going to, and so their characters asked the 5 NPC women out on a date. Yeah, does Danny understand what these references are? 5e supplement, interesting. Yeah, so they must never know. They must never know what I was referencing. I'm waiting for them to call me out on it one day, because some of them are familiar with the source material, let's call it. But I have plans for people from that source material to recurringly show up straight through the end of the module if we were ever to finish it. And of course my plan is for them to be just completely in love with them. And I'm waiting for the day that one of them's going to say, are you referencing you-know-what Conquering History games? And if they call me out on it, I'll say yeah. But I would, my wildest dreams would be that like they finish the entire module, you know, they get up to fucking level 13, 14, whatever. And then I tell them, yeah, this has all been referencing you-know-what. And then you go, you son of a fucking bitch. Especially because I have friends who are not fans of the source material, we'll put it that way. So I think it would be hilarious if they didn't get the right. Does anybody understand what I'm referencing to with these 5 female bards yet? Depends on how you want to break the game. That Del Norte down in El Paso placed the hit on him. Oh, the El Paso Del Norte group. They totally would too. I was pretty active in trying to get them to stop destroying this one historical neighborhood in El Paso many years ago. Oh, y'all understand the source material? Okay, then I'm just gonna throw out another warning. Okay, again, anybody watching this, if you know who Conquering History Games actually is because you played Dungeons and Dragons with him, please turn it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The reference is their Hololive characters. So the 5 bards that they met were Hololive JP Generation 4. So it's the Tiefling with the curly horns is Watame. They're meeting like a copper dragon. That's Dragonborn. That's Coco. The purple Tiefling is Toa. The lazy short princess is Luna. And the ASMR with amazing with amazing vocal range is Kanata. Yeah, so I've placed Hololive into the module, and it is done so seamlessly. And I have long-term plans to introduce the entire cast, and they're actually going to end up being. Basically, I'm just having them replace other parts of the module, and it's gonna be like extremely important. Like the second to last boss that they're gonna fight is going to actually be a member of Hololive, who I'm going to write as having betrayed everybody. It's gonna be so epic, and I'm just waiting for the day that one of them's gonna say, wait a motherfucker, are this VTubers? Yep, this whole time. And it's gonna be awesome. I think I'm gonna be able to get away with it for a while, cause you know I'm introducing initially JP Gen 4, and then I'm gonna in a little bit introduce JP Gen 1 and 0 and 1. So like there'll be the Sora Generation 0, and then Generation 1. But then the rest of them I'll slowly introduce as like NPCs, but they're not like in a group, because I'm gonna have them grouped up like the generations. But then like when it's time, like they're gonna actually end up being incredibly important for the story, and it's gonna be this whole big thing. I think the jig is gonna be up when Guargura shows up, because I know they know her Abuse Festival. Oh, well, that's what's going on right now. So what's going on with these 5 female bards right now is that there's going to be this big event that motherfucker, this bot, I thought I stopped it. I thought I banned it. Who knows, you might be able to keep it going into the grave. No, if we finish the entire module, I'll finally tell them. It's like, oh yeah, all those women you loved? This is what they were. But I think when Gura shows up, the jig will be up. Hey, Guzman's good. There's more good than bad, is what I'll say, Guzman. By the way, we've hit our coin goal. Yeah, so the current plan I have with them is the 5 female bards they met after this date goes disastrously, and it's not their fault. They don't know that it's going to go bad. It's a whole thing in the module, but essentially in the module there's this thing where there's going to be a big, huge fundraising event that's being held by a noble, and they're going to be part of the entertainment that night. So it's kind of like a music festival they'll be performing at. But yeah, I really gave it some thought, and I think that, yeah, this concept, like, I don't want to say it's my OC, because, you know, obviously these are characters somebody else created, but I think I'm able to pretty seamless, it's going to be pretty seamless, me integrating them in and making them actually, like, extremely important parts of the narrative, to where people, like, in an ideal situation, I would want my players to, you know, when the reveal gets made, if we finish, to say, wait, how would the game have worked without them? Yeah. So much fire, the lag. Oh, the SSRBs. Definitely the best. I think SSRBs are my personal favorite mascot. That's probably because I'm a former artilleryman. I'm a little biased, but love those SSRBs. I would actually buy, God help me, I probably would actually buy a shirt of the new Botan one, you know, where she has the 3 SSRBs on her t-shirt, and it says La La Leon. You know, La La Leon. I would, yeah, if that was actual merch, I might do it. I think it's cool. I like it. It's very cute. Probably won't look as good as me. I don't think I get that your best friend's older sister, aka your first crush energy. I don't have that energy like Botan does to pull it off. Alright. I think we're gonna make it to Yago, guys. Come on, come on. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh shit, the SSRBs are gonna get me! No, I'm alright. So much fire. Yeah, the Phoenix takes so long. The lag is so bad. I think it's because I'm also streaming, but it's just plain old screens getting crowded. I'm gonna die anytime. Like I said, I think I only needed like 39,000 coins, and we're past that. Alright. First part of Destiny 5e, like the source material. For the most part, barring a few exceptions, you cannot die. Ah. Oh, so let me, yeah. So like that's stuff that I was talking about, like where I'm talking about incorporating these ladies, and that's just like goof 'em up stuff mostly. It's not too serious. As opposed to the main campaign where I'm a player that I'm playing with my friends has gotten very bad. Not bad. Like we're having a great time, but it's kind of funny. Like in the last session that we were able to all get together and play, we beat these, not the final bosses, but these hags that had been like a thorn in our side for a very long time. We finally killed them all. It's like, oh yeah, we're the big boys in town now, you know, we're the badasses, nothing scares us. And then the way the session ended was we ended up confronting a dragon, and the dragon with its breath KO'd 3 members of the party in one attack. total fucking wake-up call. Like, it's like our dungeon master was basically saying, congratulations, you've beaten the tutorial. Yeah, so very, very humbling experience. Oh shoot, got a little greedy there. Took some damage. Took that damage. Back from South Spain. Oh, nice, nice. I actually heard a lecture today from someone who was from Spain. It was a museum thing. That's pretty cool. It's a small world after all. I can't believe I saw that lecture today. My days are so long now. Like every day is Ulysses. See, protected dragon. He took a sleep. We're very triumphant. Oh yeah, I can't imagine the feeling. You got robbed by bandits half a day later. Oh, okay. So I have a friend who I know he does not watch me, so I feel safe saying this. But so in the game that I was DMing, just like kind of the goofy module, you know, we're just having fun, very casual, just because I want to learn what it's like to be a dungeon master, and so then you know they can play some characters, you know, less stressful situation than you know fighting an evil vampire. Anyway, the characters that I'm DMing for. They ended up getting, they hurt some messengers of the local mafia, basically. And their so-called leader, my friend, who's like, he plays this warlock who's he acts like a sleazy businessman. I'm not sure how else to describe it. But, you know, he's always like trying to say, like, yeah, I'm the leader of the party, even though nobody told him to be the leader. It's like played for laughs. You know, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm running this operation, and, you know, the other members of the party will go, you're not our boss, stop saying you are. But anyway, they got on the wrong side of the mafia, and so this character, who's the warlock, he has this bad habit of wandering off on his own. Like, you know, like, the players will go shopping somewhere, and you go, oh, actually, I'm going to go to the store next door, I want to take care of something. And so the next time he does that, I'm going to have, like, a bunch of thugs working for the mafia just whoop his ass and rob him. And, you know, teach him a lesson about, you know, wandering off on his own all the time. You're still reading Ulysses? No, I'm not. No, I finished Ulysses, like, back in March. No, it was on 420, actually. Yeah, 420 exactly. That's when I finished it. That's what I'll celebrate it every year. 420. No, what I'm just saying is, like, because Ulysses is this huge novel that takes course over the span of a single day. So what I'm trying to say is that, like, yeah, it feels like for me every day is Ulysses lately. Every day is this huge epic adventure that feels like it lasts forever. Yeah. Oh yeah, bandits got you. Yep. That's the whole thing. Well, like in this module that I'm running for them, and of course this would be way down the line it would happen, there's a weapon that is just like insane. It's like a fucking legendary level weapon. Alright, here we go! Can we survive the Yagus? Survive! Dance, Kiara, dance! Get through! Oh my gosh! If I could actually get through, I think she might be fast enough. I've never gotten through the Yag, like gotten to where, you're like fighting the Yagos to a standstill. Nope. 7 seconds, that's all I lasted. The longest I've ever lasted was, I think I managed to last like 25 seconds with Fubuki or something. Yeah. Take care, Matt Bicietti. Be safe. Alright. So, that's it. I can get the final upgrade. Uku is officially 100%ed. Well, not really, because I haven't done all the gacha. Sort of 100%ed this. Let's spend it on doing some gachas, and then we're gonna call it a night. Roboko-san, I really like Roboko in this. She is so fucking strong. You gotta kind of work for it a little bit. Like, she has a hard early game, but she's so strong. Suse, the psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Sora! By the way, has anybody heard her new album, Sign? Like, I've tried to listen to her albums before, and they haven't clicked with me. But the one that she came out with a few weeks ago, I've listened to it here and there. Very well done. It actually, I'm pretty damn sure, is going to be in my top 500 list of all time albums. Azuki, hey, we got everybody but Miko now. Let's just complete the set. We did it! We got the whole set! This is just gravy now. Robocop. Watching Anna Alouette of late. I do not know who that is. I'll look her up. Anna Alouette. I do not recognize this face. Female English VTuber affiliated with Niji-san. Oh no, I'm not allowed to watch her because I like HoloLive. That's what some people say unironically. Oh, interesting design. I like her little purple wings. Kind of like a Sephiroth thing. Anyway, oh yeah, that's gonna be it. She did a trolley problem collab scream. What? I'll have to look up what the fuck that means. But it's really nice hanging out with y'all. I know it's been too long. I'm gonna try to be more regular. But yeah, I think the days with schedules are behind. Like I said, the only reason I was even able to stream tonight was because my boss is failing to give me work that I'm asking him to give me. And I'm not trying to be critical of him. He's an extremely busy guy. But I've had a Gluesmon, next stream, remind me to tell you a funny story of how I ended up with my first copy of Don Quixote. Let's see here, Judge. Oh, new sub. Thank you very much, Danny. I appreciate that. Anyway, you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you especially to those who donate via Super Chat. I'm Conquering History Games, and I will see you whenever I see you. Gosh, I'm trying to think of when that could be. Maybe Thursday night if we're lucky. Anyway, sweet dreams, everybody.